to stretch before I did this. I'm sorry, it's very important to get a good stretch in. Alright. So, on that note, or on any note, the weirdest place that I ever jerked off was in a tank back when I was in the Army. Details of that, I was on guard duty, and I ended up falling asleep after that. Like in my little pod. But, alright, on to what I was actually supposed to talk about. I went to Catholic school for like my first 9 years, right? So, with that in mind, what the fuck was I going to say? Hold on a second. Oh, I was told that, we were always told that Mary Magdalene, you know, one of the followers of Jesus Christ, was a whore, basically. And it turns out that was absolutely false. So, like, for 8 years I was told she was a whore. So it's like ingrained in my brain. And like I wasn't the only one. Like I remember I was in 8th grade and I had an 80-year-old nun telling me the same thing. Mary Magdalene was a fucking whore. And she ended up dying like a year or two later. She was a nice lady. God rest her soul. But think about that, man. For 1,400 years, Mary Magdalene's name was just totally besmirched. They were calling her a whore, and she was not a whore. She was like a socialite. She was like a Paris Hilton of her time. So like, I guess, whatever. I'm not going to talk Paris Hilton. So fuck religion. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's caused too many wars in the history of man, and it's responsible for government getting involved in marriage, which I think is none of their responsibility. I think marriage is an archaic institution with two people that pretty much gamble on whether they're going to hate each other or not for the rest of their life. I was in an Uber the other day, and it's happened to me a couple times. I ran into what seem to be nice guys, but like, you get in there and you realize, like, there'll be Arabian guys, like one of them, the first one, I think it was just a big soccer fan. He was a Saudi Arabian. He had a big uniform, like, on the passenger seat, and he was listening to, like, radical religious music, or not music, but, like, just regular speech. And, okay, I get it. You're passionate about your religion or whatever. But anyway, I was in the car with another one the other day, and it was what seemed to be a nice guy from Bangladesh, but he was Muslim, who listened to the same religious rhetoric at work. And, okay, whatever, you're really into religion. But then I got into it, I started talking to him, because I love a captive audience, so I started talking to him, and, like, about the war and stuff. And he tells me that, because I mentioned the Russia with the Ukraine war, and he goes, oh, I was on Russia's side for that. I was like, in my head, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. This guy is way, I just pretty much shut up, got out of the car, and I was thinking about it. And the more I thought about it, the more I wanted to report him, because it sounds fishy to me. There's too many terrorist incels in this country, and that nobody knows about. And I think he might be just low-key one of those guys. And so I was going to report him on my Uber, because I know you could, like, leave messages on your Lyft for, like, whatever happens during the thing or whatever, you could rate them and stuff. But, so I think Uber might be in on it, or have some kind of, like, subset of people working for them that, I think they're involved in some kind of illicit activity with the terrorist people, and it's sketchy to me. So I was doing some manscaping the other day, and I found my first gray pube, and I'm very disappointed. So my first sign, my body parts are officially trying to hop off my body in my old age, for lack of use probably. You know you're an alcoholic when you tell your kitten, you're lucky you live here. Also, having a dick is the closest thing to having a tail in male evolution. It's why we have testosterone. It ties us to the wild. I mean, we can't wag it left and right, but we could pretty much go up and down with it when it gets hard. That's all I got. Thanks a lot.
Alex Ortiz. Okay. I can't wag it back and forth. To the left and right.